Welcome to SVG-TV News for Tuesday, May 24th, 2016. I'm Laffer Fraser with the details. Minister of National Security Prime Minister Dr. Gonsalves says that decisions have been taken to counteract the recent surge in criminal activities here. In an interview on radio this morning, Dr. Gonsalves explained that while he could not go into details, he has already organized meetings with top security members to address the matter, making it clear that he takes citizen security seriously.
Yesterday I had a meeting with the High Command of the police force because we have been, the Commission and my Permanent Secretary in this matter, Mr. Pompey, we have been working tirelessly on a number of things, and there are certain decisions which we have taken to do some things, to consolidate some things we are doing and to do some other things, but I'm not going to announce them. I'm not going to telegraph certain things. You will see over the next few days certain things made manifest. But I want everybody to know that I take the issue of citizen security very, very seriously. And not only in relation to working with the Commissioner here, but working with our friends regionally and internationally, because we live in a dangerous neighborhood.
Dr. Gonsalves pointed out that although there are some elements who are disturbing the peace, SVG is still a very safe place to live.
Occasionally you get spurts, and then you get particular periods of complete or near complete calm. You may have a drug deal gone awry. Somebody may steal somebody else's drugs. So you have persons who are engaged in certain kinds of activities who get involved, and some killings which appear opportunistic. But I want to give the assurance, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we remain a very safe and secure place. But of course, we have people who are seeking to disturb that tranquility and that calm and that peace.
Commenting on the economic and social situation in Venezuela and the Vincentian students there, Prime Minister Gonsalves says his government will facilitate the return of students who wish to come back from the Spanish-speaking country. Prime Minister Gonsalves said there are around 28 students who are currently pursuing studies in Venezuela, with about 12 students who will be doing their final exams. He pointed out that the students who would not be completing their courses have the choice of returning to Venezuela or not.
I think of the 28 students which are there, I think 12 of them are having their final exams by the end of June, and others of course are having exams of one kind or another. Now, after their exams, I'm anticipating that all of them will come home. I certainly will facilitate that. And then 12 of them, hopefully they all pass their exams and they graduate. The others, if they want to go back to Cuba, go back to Venezuela, that's their choice.
Dr. Gonsalves further stated that the students also have the choice to use the credits from the courses completed to be transferred to another institution.
They want to use the credits from there to go somewhere else. For instance, there were students quite quietly, about, it must be 6 or so students. Don't hold me, think if it is 7 or if it is 5. Or medical students. And program they are on, they had reached a particular stage in Venezuela, and they wanted to become full-fledged doctors with all the international accreditations and so on, and to continue program in that area, and rather than being paramedics now. And we had them transferred to Cuba. They're in Cuba at the moment. We did that in a normal way. It's not everything you do, you know.
By tomorrow, Wednesday, May 26, 2016, President of the Canouan Island Development Council, Terry Bino, will know if he will be facing a charge of trespassing. Bino, who has been an activist on the Grenadine Island for free beach access for many years, told SVG-TV News earlier today via a phone interview that the police on Canouan called him in, informing him that he would be arrested for trespassing on private property last Sunday when he went to the Goodall Beach. Bino questioned if some of the lands he walked on to get to the beach was new property purchased by the Canouan investors.
Ask how could I be charged for trespassing when I did not walk in the lease area of the property. I walked down a cliff and jumped the rock onto Goodall Beach. He says that the property that I walk on is belonging to the investors as well. So I informed him, I said, well then bring a charge against me for trespassing, because this injunction has nothing to do with this new lands that I just bought. And I am simply trying to find a road to access the beaches. So I asked if they're telling me that the government sell these new sets of lands and there is no access for us to access any of these other beaches. And they couldn't answer because it seems as though this is what happened now.
The community activist is of the view that the move to have him arrested is an intimidation tactic.
Unless you're only out to get me, to make an example, so others wouldn't show up at all. This is the trend and the way we're seeing it. And I must say, the people of Canouan is waiting to see what arrest and charges is going to be brought tomorrow, because a lot of Canouan people came out today when they heard the news that I was arrested, only to find that I was not at the police station. So we're still awaiting charges tomorrow. What I see is happening is that this is an attempt to try and stop me. And I believe the investors think that if they stop me and others see, they will be scared and won't show up at all. It's a situation where they're trying to have exclusive rights to those beaches and keep people out at all costs.
Determined to ensure that the issue of the election petitions remains in the spotlight, the opposition New Democratic Party, or NDP, will be having a two-day candlelight vigil. On Wednesday, supporters and well-wishers are asked to join the executive members of the party for a candlelight march and rally, where they will walk from the NDP headquarters located at Murray's Road to the Sion Hill intersection, where a rally will be held. On his radio program on Monday, NDP leader Anin Eustace says at the rally, various speakers will touch on a number of other issues affecting the country.
Inviting as many people as possible to join us on that walk to Sion Hill and to actually have the rally, which will involve some speeches, but quite a bit of entertainment and discussion of the issues that are now confronting us as a party. We're making arrangements for transportation, and more of that will become available in the next 2 days, and we're also at the same time ensuring that we do as much advertisement to encourage people to attend the new rally.
And the Zika virus is still very much on our health radar. There are now 5 more confirmed cases of the Zika virus here, bringing the overall total of laboratory confirmed cases to date to 8. That's according to the Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment, who stated in a media release issued today that the last 5 confirmed cases have all come from the Grenadine island of Bequia, and as a consequence, it has increased surveillance and response activities to address this rising number of cases. Urging the public to continue to take the necessary steps to protect themselves, epidemiologist Dr. Rosamond Adams says it is for citizens to remain vigilant and not to let down their guard concerning mosquito bites, which would reduce the possibility of contracting the virus. And we're bringing you Carnival Beat now. Carnival lovers can expect an even greater spectacle from Mardi Gras 2016 as the Carnival Bands Association, or the CBA, aims to place more emphasis on the event, which culminates 12 days of Vincy Mass, dubbed the hottest carnival in the Caribbean. According to chairman of the CBA, Hugh Ragay, over the years there has been a decrease in the number of persons inside the Victoria Park on Mardi Gras Day, which he said could be due to several factors. Ragay outlined that having identified a need to create a greater appreciation for Mardi Gras Day, the CBA will be enforcing various marketing and promotion methods to enhance the mass component of Carnival, which has been agreed upon by both the CBA and the Carnival Development Committee.
Our mass bands would be placing great emphasis on the theatrical spectacle, which was part of the entire process in the days of those who built the foundation. We definitely want to bring back spectators to view these presentations, because it is on the stage that you could get a full understanding of each and every presentation, what our designers want to portray.
Ragay outlined that there are 15 registered mass bands under the CBA, with 14 members, including newcomers, the Leeward International Mass Tent, to be involved in this year's activities.
14 out of its 15 constituent bands is now into serious production of each individual band's presentation. The 51-year-old Dragons Cultural Organization, which is our oldest mass band, is taking a sabbatical this year. However, they intend to be back in action in 2017.
Noting that there must be more attention paid to developing the three main components of Carnival, which are Mass, Pan, and Calypso, the CBA chairman also highlighted efforts being made to enhance the Steel and Glitter event, which stages the national panorama and the section of the band's competition. He further added that the event, which is in its 6th year, has grown significantly and will continue to do so for many more years to come.
We want our young people to get a better appreciation of Pan. We're looking forward to the further enhancement of this show in 2016. And I know that the committee which deals with these matters will be looking at adding certain features to ensure that the show is enhanced.
The East and West St. George constituencies launched the combined Carnival event over the weekend. Speaking at the launch was Minister of Tourism and Culture Cecil Mackey, who noted that in years gone by, the two constituencies held separate events, but on the advice of the Carnival Development Corporation, the events have been merged this year. Mackey stated that St. George's carnivals have made tremendous contributions over the years, with the showcasing of talent both in the soca and calypso arena.
That we have turned out one after the other outstanding artists. We have activities across all of the different spectrums. In other words, we have aspects of Pan, we have aspects of Mass, and we have aspects of music. Only with the DJs providing the latest soca hits, but we also have persons who have been outstanding in calypso, in soca, and in raga soca. Persons who have made it to the very top, and persons who are in the finals year after year. And if I start to call names, The first ever St. George's Calypso competition was an outstanding feature on that year's Carnival calendar. And I want to say that we have the opportunity to return there.
The Culture Minister also noted that his government has continued to market Vincy Mas both locally and internationally, thus giving persons the opportunity not only to invest but to partake in the festival.
We said to them, couple things are happening. We will have the opportunity to fly direct to St. Vincent and the Grenadines very shortly. In addition to that, we want to invite you to invest in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And then thirdly, we want to invite you to participate in the development of different activities in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. In our case, West St. George and East St. George.
Meanwhile, coordinator of rural carnival shows, Ezzy Roberts, called on all Vincentians not only to support the events but to ensure that they remain violent-free.
And to encourage you to try your utmost best to have a peaceful carnival. You have to be your brother's keeper. You see something happening, you have to say something, try to stop it before it goes too far. We know that you have a lot of violent incidences within the last few weeks or so. They're not related to carnival, but we know sometimes they tend to creep into the carnival activities. So we're asking you to keep your eyes open and to alert the officers where necessary. I would also like to encourage you to continue to support the activities. The committee, they're doing a good job, but they need the financial support from you, the patrons. You pay your admission to attend the activities, and we're asking you to support the bars. I know folks would want to support the vendors as well, but I'm not saying not to support the vendors. I'm just asking for your support generally for the committee.
5 young women representing various communities in the constituencies of East and West St. George will be taking part in this year's Miss St. George's pageant, which will be held this Friday at Caliqua. All of the young ladies expressed confidence in their ability to take home the crown and promised a spectacular show.
Feel the rhythm, feel the vibe. Can you feel it? Hailing from the beautiful village of Daphne, I am Akia Woods, and I am urging you to come out on the 27th of May 2016 as we witness 5 beautiful ladies vie for the title of Miss St. George's.
I urge each and every one of you, under the influence of my voice, to come out May 27th as 5 beautiful young ladies vie for the coveted title of Miss St. George's 2016. Miss it and blame yourselves.
Beautiful, intuitive, creative, unique, and charismatic are just a few words to describe 19-year-old Onika Joseph from the tranquil and petite village of Glamorgan.
Deep in the village of Glen lies a young lady known for her beauty, talent, and intelligence. And her name is Grantlea Kane, full of fire, spunk, and enthusiasm.
Have a cold drink or a cooler at arm's length, because on May 27th, Caliqua, the heat will be real when I bring the fire in these hills.
Veteran soca artist DJ20 says he is taking a new direction in the music industry with the launch of his studio, Heatwave. In an interview with SVG-TV News yesterday, the soca artist who hails from North Leeward says he has been experiencing difficulties in marketing his music and getting airplay on local radio stations, noting that the issue goes beyond him and expressed much distress for young and new artists. According to DJ20, his aim with the Heatwave is to help mold and nurture young artists towards a successful career.
As big as my name is and as big as me be, when I come in town for do my music, man, I feel like I get in pushed around. And that's the reason why I go and put my hand in my pocket and buy my own studio and develop my own producer, which is Rakim. And this young guy is a good guy. So that's why you see, I do that to help the youngsters, especially them young fellas who are coming up, they will get pushed around in town and with the big studios. You understand? So I get this studio to be a part, like to help them to rise. You understand? Because the vibe is just not right.
DJ 20 admits while he has somewhat lost his touch in the composition of catchy lyrics, he is gaining a wealth of knowledge from his young counterparts. He said he is quite aware of the direction in which soca music is going. He is more than happy to adapt to change.
I already lost it, in terms of the music vibes, but these young guys help bring me back in the vibes. So I just love the vibes right now. I used to be more slang, singing more slang, and that already people, that is my trademark, singing slangs, and people like to hear me like that. But now the fast rhythms and singing fast and melodies and all things, well, I'm a melody man, but now sometimes I have to sing without even thinking about melody, just chat, and and catch the young people in a spirit now. So that's why I'm linking up with young guys like the producer, the other young singers, and them around me, helping me back into the game.
DJ 20 released 2 songs on Monday and says Vincentians should expect more releases as the carnival season progresses. Speaking of the Roses crew, the beloved North Leeward group, DJ 20 says they still remain united, noting that there is no bad blood among any of the band members.
Me, Fireman, go well as well. Sugar is still around, but she on the other side, which is the Christian side. But it's remained with me, Fireman and Chainsaw and other rest dancers and things used to help us out. But we still together good. Any performance, it could be like me and Fireman. And then once me talk to Fireman will be a man who will always ready to do anything for me, I will do anything for him. And for Vincentian people, for the love that he used to give us. And I know that if I call on Fireman today or tomorrow, say, well, we'll go Leeward and do a show for them, Chargetown or whatsoever, he will be ready.
And the North Leeward Carnival Committee is taking its 2016 activities to another level with the addition of its first ever Kiddies Carnival. The committee's public relations officer, Rolmina Matthews, told SVG-TV News the Kiddies Carnival is targeted to children under the age of 10 and will see the display of 2 sections on the streets of North Leeward this Saturday.
The male will be in a tie-dye appearance and the female will be in a princess appearance. They will have a short parade by the school, and after the short parade, then straight into the fair.
Matthews said a fair, which will be included in Saturday's event, will have a range of activities, and patrons will get to see the Leeward Soca Monarch finalists and the Miss North Leeward contestants.
The Simple Songs family are collaborating with us. They will be hosting the Soca Monarch this Saturday night also at the Beachfront Restaurant and Bar, $15 upon entry. Basically, there will be artists taking part from all over the Leeward zone, maybe North, Central, and South Leeward zone, similarly to the Miss Leeward pageant.